Hey guys! Long time no talk, I am so sorry for that. This is another review video of Into the Woods. I just got back seeing this. It's Christmas Day. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'm not judging. I got the privilege of seeing Into the Woods the day before it came out, which is really cool, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dive right into this and spoil some crap for you. First thing we're going to talk about is the actors. The actors were fantastic in this. I think the cast was a great cast to have. I think Emily Blunt was great, Meryl Streep was great, James Corden, Anna Kendrick, the whole arsenal of actors that they had were great. But I did have an issue that they chose movie actors instead of Broadway actors. Granted, it's in a movie setting, but they're pretty much doing a Broadway show. And I was very sad about that, because you listen to the soundtrack, because they released that about a week and a half ago. Phenomenal. Sounds great. But the acting did not match up to the emotion. For some of the numbers, such as Last Midnight, where it sounds like the witch is going insane, she's having this whole freak out and everything's going down in her life, and it didn't look like that. It was a lot of effects, there was a lot of wind, there was a lot of lightning, darkening of the screen, and all this crazy stuff, and it was like, okay, that's interesting. Love Meryl Streep though. Thought she was great. She's another one of the great witches to be added into the arsenal of witches that have portrayed the witch. Witches that have portrayed the witch? Actresses that have portrayed the witch. The other actors and actresses I kind of was about. I did think that they were all good in their own ways, though. I didn't fully enjoy some of the changes that they made. One of the big changes was that Rapunzel doesn't die. That upset me a lot. You had the witch who locks her in a tower, then finds out that she's hooking up with a prince. She cuts off her hair, sends her into the desert, where she bores twins, and goes insane. They don't do that in the movie. I think a lot of it was the fact that Disney does own Tangled, and they were like, you know what? Can't do that because we do have Rapunzel in the parks and in movies and stuff, and we don't want kids getting a little worried. So they cut that, which deeply upset me. Didn't like it. They made a lot of changes to Act 2, particularly, because of what they had cut in Act 1. They cut the narrator, they cut the mysterious man, they cut Rapunzel's insanity, they cut so many different things that really contributed to Act 2 being shortened. They kept Act 1 in its entirety, for the most part. They cut out a few things here and there, but they cut out Act 2 pretty much the entire act. The show was originally 3 hours, they cut it down to 2. They kept that in there and pretty much cut Act 2 down to about a half hour, 40 minutes. That was not okay by me because there were a lot of great things that happened in Act 2. One of the actors I did have an issue with the most was the casting of Chris Pine. I did not like him at all. Granted, he is the prince look. He does look very nice, but he cannot be put in a musical. He is an actor who can sing, and he sang in one movie, but he is not a strong enough singer to be singing this role. One of the biggest problems I had with the direction of the show was Agony. Such a great number. The actors literally don't have to do anything but stand there and sing the song. That's how good the song is. And the actors were overemphasizing everything, to the point where they were ripping up their shirts, talking about how much pain they were in, and yeah, no, not about that, not at all. Anna Kendrick, I thought she was a good actress. I think she fit the part. I think she was a good Cinderella, but her voice was not classically trained, I think is a fair statement, which did reflect in her singing, because it turns a lot of things that she sings into these really obnoxious, almost auto-tuned sounding soprano notes, and it didn't work for me. Pitch Perfect, great. It's phenomenal in that, but not in this kind of setting. Some of the other things that I did enjoy in the movie were the visuals. A lot of the visuals were great. because it is a movie, so they really kind of could go above and beyond, and I thought that was awesome. I also did not enjoy where they ended the movie. They ended the movie on Children Will Listen, during the finale. So it looks up at the sky, fades to black, into the woods. No. And then when they go into credits, that's when the Into the Woods theme song comes into the movie. Which I would really like to see how they could have made it into the movie. All the deaths are very PG, because they did keep in the death of the baker's wife, because that was the death that they had to keep, because otherwise it would have completely changed everything in Act 2. Because if she didn't die, the baker would not be making decisions that he would have made. Overall, I say the movie was a good attempt. There was definitely room for improvement. I don't think Disney should have produced this movie. Only because Disney does have that effect that they need to keep it PG and family friendly, and so they make decisions accordingly. Sondheim is a very dark writer in himself. If you look at any of the Sondheim shows, they don't end on a happy note. And they really did try ending it on a happy note where it was like, oh, family portrait with Jack, the baby, the baker, Cinderella, Red Riding Hood. No. So it was alright. It wasn't great. It was alright. I'll probably still see it again and probably find things that I didn't notice the first time. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been rambling on for a really long time, and I will see you all next time. Go check out Into the Woods if you're a musical fan. It's something that everyone should go see. It's still kind of in the same realm as Les Mis for me, so it's still kind of like, wasn't great, but it was a good movie adaptation. Check it out. Let me know what you think, and I will see all of you next time. Yeah. Hopefully that'll be soon and not like miles away. So I will see all of you later. So bye guys.